evening and welcome to Carnival News around the world. I am Elizabeth Tessie Okemokoko. In Africa, Morocco has urged residents of flood-prone areas in the country's northwestern plains to leave immediately on Wednesday amid rising threats of inundation from heavy rain, swollen rivers, and the release of more water from fuel dams. This comes as the Interior Minister noted in a statement that the number evacuated by authorities has already reached over 100,000. The Interior Ministry also disclosed that the army has been deployed since Friday to help with the evacuation amid a red alert from more heavy rainfall this week as a precaution against further flooding. And in Asia, the Ukrainian and Russian negotiators have wrapped up the first day of the new U.S. brokered talks in the Abu Dhabi on Wednesday, seeking to advance efforts to end Europe's biggest conflict since World War II as fighting rages on. The two-day trilateral meeting come after Ukraine's president Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia had exploited a U.S.-backed energy truce last week to stockpile munitions, attacking Ukraine with a record number of ballistic missiles on Tuesday. A source had told newsmen on Wednesday evening that talks had ended for the day and would continue on Thursday. Photographs released earlier in the day by the United Arab Emirates Foreign Ministry showed that three delegations sitting around a U-shaped table with U.S. officials seated at the center, including Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and U.S. President Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner. Before the talks, Chief Ukrainian negotiator Rustem Umerov said the team would meet in a separate group to discuss specific topics and then follow up with joint meeting to coordinate their positions. In the meantime, in Europe, four people, including two Chinese nationals, have been arrested in France on suspicion of spying for China and have been brought before an investigative judge. This is according to a statement by Paris Public Prosecutor's Office. The statement noted that the Cybercrime Division of the Paris Public Prosecutor's Office had opened a judicial investigation into the affair. This follows the discovery that two Chinese nationals had entered French territory with the aim of capturing satellite data from the Starlink network and data from entities of vital importance, particularly military entities, in order to transmit it to their country of origin, namely China. Four people were brought before the investigative judge, with two of them being remanded in custody. And North America. National Democrats are set to launch a program today, Wednesday, aimed at engaging more than 1 million infrequent U.S. voters in the state, with close races, well ahead of November's midterm election. The new initiative will target likely Democrat voters who cast ballots in the 2020 presidential election, when Democrat Joe Biden defeated Republican Donald Trump, but did not turn out in 2024, when Trump won a second term over the Democrat Kamala Harris. This is according to Democratic National Committee. More than 2,000 volunteers have already signed up for the local listener program, which calls for more than 250,000 phone conversations with voters and more than 50 in-person grassroots events nationwide. The campaign will seek to register thousands of new voters in competitive congressional districts. And that will be all on news around the world on Carnival Radio this evening. The voice you've been listening to is that of Elizabeth Tessie Okemukoko. Do not forget to always stay informed and updated via our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. Thank you for listening.